Hello my pretties, I am Group Pickles and today, I'll be telling you all a story on why I declined starring in the 1998 live-action Madeline movie. The story is very swell, so grab a snack and a drink and listen to this. You may all be scratching your hairy chins wondering why I declined starring in the 1998 live-action Madeline movie. Well, I am getting to that point, so calm down and stop playing video games like lazy asses. It happened sometime between September of 1997 to January of 1998, shortly after I found out that I was gonna be in the Rugrats movie, where Madeline told me that she was gonna be in a live-action movie, along with Geppetto, Ms. Clavel and the other schoolgirls. They said, "Group Pickles, we're gonna star in a live-action movie together." Then I said, "Bag, that sounds very swell." So I headed over to the studio, where I can see if I can get a role in the movie. However, Gazy Von Scareler Mayer didn't he share the same point of view of the movie as I did. What did I want to do with the movie, you may be asking? Well, calm down, and don't turn off this video to watch your YouTube videos. I was just getting to that point. The movie will open with Ms. Clavel and her students exiting out of the school. The opening would be said by Ms. Clavel, instead of the male narrator that the Madeline series always used. The opening shows the girls traveling around Paris, and since I was there the whole time, I will skip that part, as I didn't have much of a role in that scene, as it is boring and not very swell. The next scene, where Madeline gets stricken by appendicitis and taken to the hospital, where she undergoes an appendectomy, would have been altered to me, and watching DG all night, when I hear the girls panicking I scream, "Oh my freaking god. Time to drive Madeline to the hospital." Instead of the ambulance driving Madeline and Ms. Clavel there, I would hop into my car along with Ms. Clavel and Madeline, and we would drive to the hospital. I was speeding so fast like Ms. Clavel told me to stop speeding, or I could get her, Madeline and myself killed. We didn't crash my car, thankfully. Then the next scene transitions to the next day, where me, Ms. Clavel and the girls visit Madeline at the hospital. While we stayed to visit Madeline, I had a chat with Ms. Clavel about my role in the Rugrats movie, as that was very swell. The next scene that will have me, Ms. Clavel and Madeline leaving the hospital, while I was talking to my wife Charlotte Pickles in the phone. As I was on the phone, Ms. Clavel broke the news to Madeline that Lady Covington passed away from an illness, and that is very sad and not swell. We headed back to the school to see Geppetto and his family, our new neighbors. Geppetto does speak Spanish, French and English for those who are wondering. The next scene transitions to all of us having a chicken dinner. As I was eating my dinner, while hearing the girls talking about being vegetarians, then the whole dinner table starts to go crazy with Madeline making chicken noises. Then Lord QQ-Face-Ackle Lord Covington pulled me and Ms. Clavel aside, and when we heard about the school being closed down, I was angry at this. I was like, Godfather freaking damn it. That is not a very swell move, Lord Covington, as my gay counterpart from the Barney Bunch would want to do a swell time if the school was sold to them. After the girls were sent to bed for not eating their supper, the next scene would have shown Geppetto sneaking a love potion into the water tank of the bathroom. He only did this as a prank, kind of like how Patrick Star and possibly any troublemaker would do. The next scene, where Madeline and the girls go to the kitchen to find something to eat, the scene would have been replaced with Ms. Clavel and I are both in the bathroom together. The love potion would have taken effect on us, as we felt really lustful. Then me and Ms. Clavel will be going at it in the shower. However, I will not be going into detail on what happened. But you can say that in the end, it sounded like swa 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 swa. Bag, that was swell. The scene would have been changed to Geppetto wearing a devil mask and scaring the girls, while Madeline would have been screaming insults at Geppetto as he retreats. Then me and Ms. Clavel would be in bathrobes. When we get down to the kitchen, we cleaned up the mess that the girls made with our help. Then the next scene, where Ms. Clavel meets Leopold, who is Geppetto's tutor, and would have been changed to me and my best friend Barney the dinosaur entertaining the girls by singing some swell songs. And bag, that was very swell. Then the next scene would have been all of us at the Museum of Art together, and it was really boring. Since the scene I will be skipping that part, would have been changed to me and Madeline exploring the art gallery, and it is still boring, but it would be better than listening to Ms. Clavel lecturing us. The next scene would have been transitioned to Geppetto's birthday party, in which I was in a suit and tie, like the one I wore when I was getting married to Charlotte Pickles. The scene where the girls scream over Geppetto having animals in a shed would have been altered to us walking in on the Barney Bunch doing a bunch of NSFW stuff, and we would see my gay counterpart from the Barney Bunch. Hey, get the hell out of my shed, you sick fudges. Geppetto would say. Now I know I said fudges, as I can't really say the other F word, but you can already know what I mean by that. Geppetto, I wish you didn't say that to my gay counterpart from the Barney Bunch which has butt buddies. I said, as Geppetto asked why, the Barney Bunch started to have some NSFW swell time with Geppetto. It was swell to see the girls laughing at what Geppetto was doing. Then Ms. Clavel would hear us laugh and she would say, what the fudge is going on here? Aggie would say that a group called the Barney Bunch is doing a lot of NSFW stuff, and Ms. Clavel would be embarrassed and we would all retreat to the schoolhouse. As you all may know, that the Barney Bunch are very gay, and like to do NSFW stuff wherever they go. The next scene where Madeline falls off of the bridge and into the river, Genevieve and I would jump into the water to save Madeline. As I was swimming towards Madeline with the dog, it would sound like after we climbed out of the river with Madeline, Ms. Clavel was thankful for me and the dog for saving her, which was very swell. The scene when Madeline catches a cold and stays home would have been altered with me being with Madeline in the schoolhouse. We would be watching TV and eating popcorn and snacks. As we watched TV, Genevieve somehow found her way to the school, and me and Madeline let her in, despite the fact that no pets were allowed in the school. The scene where Lord Covington shows the buyers around the school would have been altered to me and Madeline eating junk food some more and watching TV with Genevieve just chilling with us. I kind of knew that Lord Covington wasn't gonna give up so easily, so I listened in on what they were saying. Godfather fudging, damn it Lord Covington, you are just a sick fudge like Barney Bunch Group Pickles is. The next scene where the rest of the girls meet Genevieve in the bathroom would play out the same way like the original movie did. But it would have me in it as well. Ms. Clavel would reveal that she is allergic to dogs and that is not very swell. As the girls put Genevieve in the garden shed outside of the school, me and Ms. Clavel would go at it in bed in her bedroom. Like I said before, I won't go into detail describing our swell fun time, but it sounded like swa 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 swa. Bag, that was swell. The next scene where Ms. Clavel's class were singing outside and Lord Covington showed new buyers around the school, which would have been slightly a bit different with me in it. I would have looked the firecrackers on fire when they were finished showing the school around. It was Geppetto's idea to do it as well, so credit would go to him. When Ms. Clavel asked me if I was in on the plan with Geppetto, and I secretly said yes to her and she didn't say anything nasty, so she didn't give a rat's ass about that. We all celebrated by having a pizza party, which was so swell. The next scene shows Madeline calling Lord Covington Lord QQ-Face, which I think QQ-Face is a better name for him. I would repeat what Madeline said, as Lord QQ-Face said, what the fudge? You just as bad as Barney Bunch Group Pickles is, are you gonna get your butt buddies? As Lord QQ-Face would ask me that, Barney the dinosaur would headbutt him out of the schoolhouse, which Madeline nods, as it serves him right. Lord QQ-Face outside would get up from the ground and call me, Ms. Clavel and Madeline the actual F word that rhymes with luck and you can guess what that word is. Then Barney Bunch Group Pickles which has butt buddies would come out and have heard that word. Instead of the scene where Lord QQ-Face kicks Genevieve out of the school property, would have been changed to the Barney Bunch doing NSFW stuff with Lord QQ-Face, since he called me, Madeline and Ms. Clavel sick fudges. The next scene, where it should have had the school looking for Genevieve all over Paris, would have been altered to me, Ms. Clavel and the girls went to the movies and it was so swell. Then the next scene would have been us at the circus fair, where we would play games, ride the rides and watch the circus. As we were doing all of that, Madeline would tell Aggie that she would be running away with the circus, and Aggie is not very swell. While I was watching the circus, I was in the act with Barney the dinosaur. It involved me and Barney doing some crazy stunts and they were very swell. I even rode some rides that went very fast and I screamed like the scene where Geppetto and Madeline get captured by Leopold and the clowns went a bit darker than how the scene in the original movie would have been. For one, Leopold held a handgun pointed at Geppetto, and one of the clowns had a knife as well. As the truck leaves with the children, me and Ms. Clavel would have heard the news that Madeline ran away. As Aggie told us what happened, we drove in my car to the fairgrounds. When we got there, we also heard that Geppetto was taken away as well. So me and Ms. Clavel were driving around to find Geppetto and Madeline, and it was a long-ass night for us. The next scene where Geppetto and Madeline rode a motorcycle out of the truck leads Leopold and his goons in a wild goose chase with them. As the chase went on, for a while, me and Ms. Clavel joined in and it was very swell. The scene where we almost got in an accident went very well with some mild changes. The truck with Leopold and his goons drove into the river, where we all cheered, as the police sirens were heard in the distance. Leopold got out of the water with his handgun and shot my shoulder, which caused me to fall in pain. Ms. Clavel's anger was triggered by this, and let us say that she went to evil nun mode. Grrrr. Godfather fudging damn it Leopold, you're so dead for this you piece of shit. She screamed, as she ran towards Leopold and began to strangle him, as she grabbed his gun and shot multiple rounds at him and his goons. After they were taken care of, I was taken to the hospital, and I was lucky that I was alive. The ending of the movie, where we all return home and Geppetto reunites with his parents, went very swell. Lord QQ-Face apologized for him being a scumbag and deserves a second chance, which we gladly decided to do. The ending of the movie would have had all of us partying in Paris, while me and Ms. Clavel have some swell time in the shower at the school together. And bag it was very swell. Also the cook named Helen that is in the movie, she wouldn't be in my version of the movie, as she would have been written out of the script. In case you're wondering about that, I've stated that in case, if you were wondering on what happened to the cook in the movie. After I told Daisy Buns Caroler Mayer what the movie's plot should be, she wasn't pleased. What the hell? That is not what the movie would play out. For one, there is so much NSFW stuff in it that it would turn the movie into a R-rated comedy movie. And two, why would I want the movie to be like what you stated, as Drew Pickles? It is supposed to be a children's movie, not a R-rated comedy movie. After Daisy declined my plot of the movie to me, I had a tantrum when I got to my car after declining starring in the 1998 Madeline movie. Madeline, the girls and Ms. Clavel with Geppetto pleaded for me to stay, and I said to them that it is best that I stick to my upcoming Rugrats movie. And that my pretties were my reasons for not starring in the 1998 live-action Madeline movie. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications when the Queen of Lions uploads a new video. And as always, please roll the outro and see you in the next Group Pickles video.